I ain't no bitch, motherfucker. Move your ass.
I beg to differ.
About moving your ass?
On both accords.
Both accords. Both moving your ass and me not being a bitch?
Shiner peach. You're drinking a Shiner peach, and you're saying you're not a bitch.
Shiner's fucking amazing, dude. Fuck you.
I like Shiner. Shiner. The only like specialty Shiner would be like the Bohemian or whatever.
You've never had their Oktoberfest?
I've had all of those. It's just the only one I would drink that's not the regular one on a regular basis would be the Bohemian.
I am coughing like a bitch. Because I'm a bitch.
Now I gotta do this.
You're so fucking lazy.
I'm lazy?
Yep.
No one's gonna hear me because this is the first time I'm not near my microphone.
Oh, they're hearing you just fine, big guy.
Nah.
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 They're gonna pick me up on your mic.
Okay.
That's how I talk. I talk on other people's mics now. Is it weird to hear me from over here?
Tyler got too close to me for that. Made me uncomfortable.
They had to see the visual bit we did.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
So me and Eric were arguing about the new Jurassic World movie. The one that you and I watched. He was like, it's fucking garbage. And I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
He like, it's not as bad as everyone says it is. He was like, oh, it has the bad guy, the evil villain is a military guy trying to make money, and the heroes are the nature people. And I was like, yeah, name a movie that doesn't follow that formula. Like, also,
he wasn't a military guy; he was a mercenary.
Yeah, but the military type is what he was talking about.
So he's still like, what type of people are mercenaries that aren't like the military type?
True.
I mean, I'm pirates, like sea yar pirates. Like,
I guess,
but
I was like, well, like Scarface. The last half of Scarface is about him trying to fight like a military. Like that's how that whole movie ends. Him fighting the fucking.
So he's just like they weren't considerate of our troops.
I don't know.
Like this. They're not considered it.
Considered it?
They don't consider it us. It's like, dude, the troops aren't the bad guy ever in the movie 3, which was the worst one, but the military saved the day. You know, they came and they picked up Dr. Grant and everything. So it's not like this is like anti-troops propaganda. That guy was a shitbag mercenary, and there you go. Like, okay, cool, he was the military type. Well, it wouldn't make much sense if he was just like, no, I don't like danger. Like,
I mean,
he would have to be like a hunter or an extreme.
I mean, you're right.
Enthusiast of some sort.
My point is that I just think that a lot of movies have that same formula, and people are like, "Oh, they're so great," and it's like, well, then, I mean, I get it. The movie had a lot of continuity issues and a lot of like the script wasn't the best. There was some weird stuff in there. Some of the shots kind of sucked. I get it. It's not the best movie, but I don't think it's that bad. You know what I mean?
I am really curious that, spoiler alert, at the end, how everyone got, how all the dinosaurs were released into just real world.
I can't wait for someone to listen to this episode and think we were joking about that spoiler alert and then get angry at us for spoiling Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom for them.
Seen it at this point, you're not going to see it.
Yeah.
Let's be real. It's only as hardcore people at this point.
Now I'm gonna go watch it.
It's only as hardcore Jurassic World enthusiast at this point. I don't know why I'm so like in love with the franchise. I really liked the author, and they've had bad movies. 3 was bad. Like, I still watch it occasionally, but Talking Raptors.
Well,
and then when
3. talking raptors.
Yeah, I remember there's a scene, he's like asleep on the plane, and then he wakes up and he sees a velociraptor, and it turns and it's like, Dr. Grant, wake up. And then he like wakes up, and then it's just the guy waking him up.
Yeah, but I mean, 3 wasn't as bad as everyone says it is either.
No.
The animation, don't get me wrong.
It's still the worst one.
It's garbage. The animation was garbage. But it was the only Jurassic Park movie that had any plot other than, hey, there's dinosaurs on these islands. Come check it out. Yeah. The third one had an actual plot. Someone shipwrecked or whatever, was parasailing or whatever.
Yeah, they were just being dumb and they got lost on the island.
Yeah, they got lost on the island. He was tricked. There was actually plot to the third movie.
I liked that. That's what I liked about it. Yeah,
that's what made it cool.
But the reason behind it was the original book didn't intend it to be that kind of thriller. Yeah. So it did. So when they were like, okay, let's make a story that deviates from the plot a little, and then that's the route they went, I wasn't as happy being a Michael Crichton fan, because Michael Crichton is an environmentalist. He is an environmentalist. He did have that kind of undertone of like,
yeah, his books were more they were less of a thriller and more of like a, I don't know, like a
psychological thriller.
Yeah, it was more psychological.
No, you're still banished, buddy.
Buddy was pooped in his cage, so he's banished from the couch for a little bit.
Shitty booty near me, booty. See what I did there? Anyways, but yeah, like, okay, so I don't know. I've read literally all of his books.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
Because I'm a huge fan.
Obviously.
And so, like, there's not really, like, bad guys. Most of the time, there's, like, a bad guy that owns a bad corporation, and justice is served to him via nature of the whatever's going on. So, like, there's one where they made a bunch of nanorobots, and they got loose and started killing people. And, like, the protagonist was, saved the day, basically, sort of ish. Not, I don't want to spoil too much, but like his books, especially when he got older, his protagonists were harder to find. Like his last book, everyone's a shitty person. You just want everyone to die. You're like, I don't know what the premise of this is going on, but I hope they all just die by some mutant monster thing.
You ever heard
It wasn't like Stephen King where it was just like frightening. He did these things where it's like the concept, the society, the culture, that's the frightening part.
Yeah.
So it's more like, what do you do in a situation where you've designed a park where you're basically playing God and then it fails? And like, so that's why I kind of like the most recent Jurassic or Lost World.
Yeah.
Because
the Fallen Kingdom,
yeah. Because at the end of that, you're just like, you created this world, you did something, and at first the consequences were temporary. It was on an island. Now the consequences are on a grander scale. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, his books were definitely more like brain heavy than like, they were very psychological and very like theoretical and very like I don't know, like I don't know, they made you think more than these new ones do. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Well, it's because it's essentially the same plot.
Have you ever read? Have you ever heard of the author Owen Colfer? He wrote Hitchhiker's Guide from the Galaxy from after Douglas Adams died. So after Douglas Adams died, this guy wrote book 6 and I think 7 or however
kind of
many
like how
left.
Tolkien's son wrote like a parody on Lord of the Rings.
Right.
But I guess this is just his interpretation.
Yeah, and he also wrote the Artemis Fowl. They're young adult novels.
Okay, yeah.
I read him in high school. He has some standalone books, which are some of his best work. He has one called The Supernaturalist, and it's kind of a similar thing where it's very it's in like a cyberpunk world, and it's like a what's it called, MK Ultra kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they end up giving this kid superpowers and that kind of thing, but it's very like it's in the way in the future, so it's in like a dystopian cyberpunk kind of setting, so it's very like theoretical and like mentally heavy. It's really, really good. He has another one of his standalones it's one of my all-time favorite books. It's called The Wish List, and it's about this chick who dies and is forced to like help this old man that she robbed and beat up, like help him complete his wish list if she wants to come back from the afterlife. And it's really, really, really good, and I fucking love that book. Let's see. He has a couple other standalone young adult novels. He has like a detective series one that I really like. He has one called Airman, which you would probably like. It's kind of like, it's about this kid who like breaks out of prison.
Is he an airbender?
Yeah, he's an airbender.
He's an airbender.
He uses his dick to airbend.
Okay.
What is this dog doing?
He's been doing that for a while.
Buddy,
don't be dumb.
quit being a
He's just looking at me. I don't like his beady little eyes.
I know, he does have little alien eyes. They do stick out of his head too much. They kind of freak me out.
Dogs just like following you around and like staring at you. That's just really off-putting for me. Like that's one of the things I don't like about dogs, and I know that's why people like them. They're like, oh, I come home and they're always there and they love me, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't know if that's too much. Like, cause like they're always like whining and making sounds. I want me to like forget that I had a pet for like a couple days, and then be like, oh hey, you're still here, and it's like, purr. And I'm just like, yeah, all right, cool, and you pet it, and then it leaves and it's gone for another couple days, and you don't like emotions is what it is, or pets in general,
or emotions.
That's why cats are the
You're
best.
afraid to love something, Tyler.
Cats are the best because
Tyler, I'm having an intervention.
It's barely like having a pet.
Tyler, I think you need to see a therapist. I think it's time to confront all of these emotions that you
I'm good. I think a therapist needs to see me so I can explain it in reality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but the good thing...
Hot take right there. Therapist, you need to come to me. I'll sort you out.
I'll sort you out, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Let me get your number.
They're like, yes, you should call me and talk about these thoughts you're having. Wait, what? Turn it around on me.
It's reverse psychology.
My friend is one of my friends from high school is a psychologist. My buddy that lives up in Austin that I go to hang out with. Yeah.
And the cool guy.
And he's fucking hilarious.
Super cool.
Because, like, he's like, I learned early on to not psychoanalyze your friends. I'm like, why? Because we hate it? And he's just like, yeah, that's one of the reasons why. And I was just like, well, no, I'm curious about it. And basically, like, when you kind of psychoanalyze your friends, you realize how they've all influenced you over your life, so it really fucks with you.
It gives you like a being. Yeah, it gives you an existential crisis, dude. I've been there. Like,
I'm like, Josh is a piece of shit. Why do I hang out with him? Oh, because I just like pieces of shit. I don't know.
And then you're just
most of my friends are pieces of shit. Yeah,
am I a piece of shit?
I guess I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, dude, that's what you do. You start being like, man, if I like, it starts with the thought, if I hadn't met this person, I wouldn't have done this. And then you're like, oh well, I would have done it anyways because that's who I am. And then you're like, well, I wasn't like that before I met that person, so is that true? Yeah, dude, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
And then you start questioning reality.
And you're like, what is?
Why is?
What being? I?
Is I? Why?
Is it?
Is it?
What is?
Or is?
Because is. We just had a breakthrough.
Because why?
Why is because is. No, I put the comma in the wrong place. So why is? Because is. I'm gonna write my whole philosophy dissertation on that.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be the title. Why is because.
Because.
Just because.
You dumb bitch.
There you go. Shorten it a little more. Why, comma, because.
D, you dumb bitch.
Let's sort it more. W, B. W question mark, B. Period. And a little smiley face emoji going like,
You know what I'm saying?
Giving it those shifty eyes, like, you know.
All right, let me ask you if this is weird or creepy.
I can already tell you yes because you prefaced it, but go ahead and tell.
No, I've like.
No, go on.
I'm self-conscious. Tyler.
Every story you tell is creepy and weird. Just go.
All right, that's fair. I've been doing the like old-fashioned thing where I like write down my phone number and just give it to chicks. I'm like, you should text me sometime. No, is that creepy or weird?
Neither.
All right, I got one.
I wrote call me on a receipt like a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I did it on the other day.
And I'm just like, I was like, if they text me, then cool.
And if not, I can still jerk off.
One of them I wrote
to them.
One of them I wrote call me, and then I drew an eggplant emoji and then a winky face.
Nice.
But it was my friend.
Oh, Tyler's
but
gay.
She liked it, and she's like, her boss was like, whoa. Her boss was just like, is that what I think it is?
Hold on. Make that here. I'm gonna insert sleep. It was just a story. Check the note was.
Oh no. That'll be too hard to bleep and to make a joke.
I know. I'm just gonna bleep the whole thing.
Aren't you posting it tonight?
Yeah, I'm just gonna bleep the whole thing. Cause I'm lazy.
No, just don't bleep anything. Just put that.
Just cut it out.
No, just leave it as it is.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind if people don't think I'm a pedophile. In fact, that's how I like reality, by not being pedophile. I know
by not being pedophile.
I know that sounded robotic, but I didn't know how to word it because I'm not a pedophile. You're
just a robot.
Your friend is a pedophile. Yeah, I do not. I am not attracted to organics.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
She's gonna break my heart like that.
You knew this.
Look, man, you can't break up with me, dude.
Remember when you walked in with me and your fax machine?
We just lost.
I'm like, I know she's a little old, but I'm into cougars. And it's like,
I did watch you fuck my.
Put a new AOL CD in it.
I did watch you fuck my old dial-up modem.
Yeah, I plugged in with all my USB ports.
I wondered why the internet was taking 20 years to load.
Does that explain last Thursday?
Yes.
I mean, look, she knew. She wanted it.
She gave consent.
She'd been hitting a little electricity, but she was still there.
Oh, shit, dog. You guys smoking that elec? All right, baby.
You hitting that lightning?
Yeah, dog. You smoked that shit, son?
There was a guy that he never knew what a vape was. Like, this was when it was new. Not really new, but more new.
Before it was super gay.
Before it was a vape plugged in at a coffee shop, and I was outside just hitting it. And then the guy's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, I was like, "It's drugs." And he's like, "Oh, can I try?" I'm like, dude, it's just like an e-cigarette. And he's like, okay. He's like, I didn't know what you're doing because it's plugged in the wall. I just thought you were shocking yourself. I'm like,
yeah, dude, I'm doing electricity, bro.
Like, yeah, man, I'm
trying to get high off of fucking electricity.
I'm doing the lightning, man. And then my friend was sitting there and he just started laughing his ass off. And he's just like, and the other guy thought it was hilarious too. And we're just like, yeah, dude, you want to go do some lightning later, man?
You want to go get lit, bro?
You want to hit some lightning?
You want to go get lit up, dog?
I'm gonna go see my friend and get 100 grams of lightning.
Oh shit, dude! Roll a fat light.
What's I don't know, like 420 ohms, blaze it.
420 ohms, 69
watts.
420 ohms, 69 watts, blaze it. Wait, no, can't say blaze it. All right, so it'd be 420 ohms, 69 watts,
lightning it. Because
I don't like how close that last half of that word is to another word that I'm not allowed to say anymore.
Lightning it?
Well, you kind of said it like lightning it.
No, I said lightning it.
All right, I'm not trying to say you said the N-word, but
You are not allowed to say the N-word.
I didn't say the N-word.
I don't say it, but you're not allowed to say it. I heard you in the car the other day.
Oh yeah, you did. I don't know, dude. Just I don't say it unless I'm in the car. I legitimately I don't ever think about that word ever, and then I'll be in the car and someone will cut me off, and
You said it. You said a black person will cut you off.
No, I won't know what race they are, and they'll cut me off. Hold on,
roll back the tapes.
Hold on, let me finish. They'll cut me off or do something shitty, and my first thought will be, I bet you it was an N-word, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, god damn it, and then it normally is.
And it's always a white person.
Rarely, actually.
Always.
It's mostly Asians and Hispanics.
But anyways, you're not allowed to say it anymore.
I know.
And you're racist.
I'm not racist,
Yeah,
dude.
you are.
I don't hate black. Well,
what do you think about Black Lives Matter?
it's a very good.
Finish that.
No, I'm finished.
It's a very good.
Yep.
That's a ringing endorsement right there. Black Lives Matter. It's a very good. When I say it to insult people when they cut me off, I go, "You fucking Josh."
Oh,
I bet you they're a Josh, and I drive up and I look, and they're always a Josh. It's always a Josh.
it's always me.
It's always
Hey,
it's always a Josh.
hey, how you doing, Tyler? Fancy seeing you here.
Like fucking Josh. They shouldn't give them driver's license.
Hey,
They shouldn't let them vote.
that's racist.
Joshes. It's not a racist. Josh isn't a race.
That's xenophobic.
Josh is a type of person that transcends race and gender.
Oh,
When I get cut off, it's always by a Josh. Sometimes it's an Asian female Josh. Sometimes it's a Hispanic male Josh.
have you seen that?
Sometimes it's a white Josh.
Have you seen that guitar pedal that turns your notes into anime words?
What?
Yeah, I know. It sounds weird.
Please, you mean into Japanese?
No, into an actual anime. Did I spell this right? Yeah.
So just whatever you play, an anime theme song comes out?
It turns it into I don't know how to describe it. I gotta find it. Is it under FX? I gotta find the name of it. Beep beep beep. I know. The Miku Stomp.
Okay, show me. Show me an example.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Let's see. Okay, so it's got a little anime girl on it. Do you have YouTube, Red?
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
Are you gonna get one? How much
No.
is it?
I don't know. Let's look.
I'll get you one. I'll get you one for Christmas.
Thanks.
Nope. Nah, I'm not like that.
For $178 on eBay.
Yeah, dude, you can just make your own anime sounds.
Yeah, I might as well.
This is what you do. You just record the hentai you watch,
Oh.
and then sample it, and then just put it
Who
all...
said I watch hentai?
Map it to a keyboard.
I don't like how everyone...
No one said it.
I like how you guys just assume I watch hentai.
I saw it pulled up on your computer.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I don't watch hentai. That's how I know you didn't.
Then what was that I saw? Was Shay just jerking off on your computer?
Maybe. I don't know Shay. I don't know his life. I can't control him. He's like two of me.
Who's your waifu? I bet it's Mikasa.
Nah, it'd definitely be
This is the
Hina.
new anime podcast. Since Shay's gone, we can talk about it.
hell yeah, dude.
Oh my god. All
My waifu
Where do
would-
I even start?
My waifu would... I know who my waifu would be, but I gotta make sure I'm saying her name right. Because I can't remember how it's spelled.
From which anime?
Naruto.
Oh, okay.
Hina. Yeah.
Hina?
Yeah, dude. That'd be my waifu.
Mine is from Code Geass. I have to look up because I can't remember her name ever.
She has one of those weird Jap names.
Because she's such a badass during the whole time. Cece's pretty cool too, but no. I think it's Callan. I think that's who it is.
Callan?
Yeah, let me look it up to make sure that's true. I don't want to lead y'all astray. Just go to look at images because that's the easiest. Yeah, it's Callan. Kallen. This girl. Bam.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. She's hot as shit.
Got red hair.
You know, honestly,
And you know the best part is she knows how to murder people every way.
People. You know, my waifu is definitely Nurse Joy.
Nurse Joy. Yeah, start him young.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I played my church gig today, and this morning, in my, like, half asleepness, had the beautiful idea to put my 3DS in my backpack. And so I got to church and I sat down during the sermon and I'm like, fuck, dude, this is the boring part. And I was like, wait, I brought my 3DS. And I just sat in the back and played Alpha Sapphire the whole sermon.
Oh, nice.
I didn't get very far though.
Womp.
I restarted it.
Womp.
It's so good.
Womp. Womp, womp, womp.
You never played anything other than the
Blue,
original, right?
Red, and yellow.
You're missing out, dude.
3 best.
No, dude, they only got better
They
after
only got
that.
downhill after that.
No, they didn't go downhill until after Sinnoh.
So you admit they went downhill.
Yeah.
After red, blue, and yellow.
Technically, after that, yeah.
There you go. So they
But
went
much
down
later.
after red, blue, and yellow.
Much later.
They
yes.
only.
I hate you so much.
How many different Pokemon could you have following you around? Just
one.
Pikachu.
Oh no, you could have a bunch in
Pikachu.
the okay.
And he couldn't originally even have Pikachu. They only added that after the anime.
That was only
I'm
in
hiccuping
yellow.
like mad.
Time to cancel D&D.
Time to cancel life.
Okay.
I'm dead.
You could only have a Pokemon following you in yellow.
Yes, it was Pikachu.
Yeah, and you could only have Pikachu following.
And if you traded him, he'd stop following you.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can do that in the later games too.
Only Pikachu.
No, other Pokemon. Other
No.
Pikachu.
So what, are you gonna have a Magikarp flop behind you?
Yeah.
What?
You can, yeah.
That's torture. It's gonna kill it.
I hope so.
How do fish don't breathe out of water?
Good.
So
Maybe it'll force it to evolve. Fucking prick.
I hated evolving Magikarps and fucking Kakunas. Kakunas and what's the other one? Beedrill.
Oh, the one that evolves into Caterpie. No. It starts at Kakuna is Metapod.
Metapod.
That one is the one that goes into Butterfree.
Yeah. Metapod and Kakuna were the worst because you had to, like, as far as I know, what you did was you put them into battle and then you swapped them out immediately and they would share the experience.
No, that's why you got to catch a Wurmple or a Caterpie and evolve it into Kakuna, because Caterpies come with tackle or pound or whatever. So
No,
that way
I did catch them. They only had Harden.
that's if you catch it. That's if you catch a Kakuna or a Metapod. If you catch
when they evolve, they lose that and they get Hardened.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't. You don't lose fucking moves. You delete them if their moves are full, and they're not by level 7. I will pull this up
pretty sure
right now,
that's
dude.
not accurate. Look in red and blue because those are the only ones I really played.
I gotta find Bulba Garden.
Bro. They were worthless. You just had to swap them out. Same with Magikarp. You had to let them share EXP with people.
Let's see where the move set is. Learn set.
Don't you remember
at level 1 in Gen 1? They start with tackle and string shot.
Yeah.
At level 1,
and then when
for
they evolve,
Caterpie.
They only...
It's not how evolution works.
They only get hardened. Yeah, it is when you're a Caterpie.
Where's Kakuna?
Because all it could do was harden. Always.
That's because you caught a Metapod.
No, I didn't. I never caught them. I always worked them up. Because they're the easiest thing to evolve. They evolve in like one battle. What does it say?
By leveling up. That's if you caught one at level 1.
No.
if you catch a Caterpie and all it knows is string shot and tackle, when it levels up to whatever level you need to evolve, it'll ask you if it wants to learn Harden. And because you can have 4 moves total, you just add that on as a third move.
It only got Harden.
No, you're retarded. It wouldn't
let you do tackle, because how would it move? It's a cocoon. So Kakunas, can they tackle in red? You're a terrible researcher too, because we just had all this downtime while you didn't find the answer, because I was confirmed it only could harden. Harden. Isn't that what it said?
That's not how it works, dude.
Harden.
Dude?
Harden.
When you evolve,
Harden.
So you just always lose whatever moves you have every time you evolve?
No. Just Kakuna could only harden. It had the other moves, it couldn't use them. Because all it could do was sit in one place and harden. Because that's all you can do when you're in a cocoon.
No, you also had tackle and you could use that.
No.
Yep.
No. How are you going to tackle? Didn't you even watch the anime, bro?
Jesus Christ.
Remember when they had that battle where they're just like, Harden. Because that, just like the game, was how ridiculous it was. Because that's all they could do. They just sat there and hardened until night fell, and then they're like, I guess we concede.
Nope. You're wrong.
You're wrong. You never even played those games.
Yes, I do. I literally have my original.
I was the first Pokemon. I beta tested it.
You were the only person who ever played Pokemon.
I beta tested the game.
Your dad owns a Nintendo?
I have the Nintendo Beta Blue.
Your dad works at Nintendo?
I have Beta Blue and Beta Red. I've never even played regular Red and Blue.
Oh, that's why you were playing the pre-release version.
Yeah.
They fixed that in the real release.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
They told me they kept it the same.
Oh, well, they lied to you.
They said...
Your dad lied to you.
They're like, what else can a cocoon do? Just harden.
Your dad lied to you. It wouldn't be the first or the last time.
Well, your dad is married to a MILF.
Yeah. What you got for that, buddy?
When are you going to marry your MILF?
Which one?
You need to find yourself a MILF.
I do have a MILF on the DL.
Is it your mom?
No. It's that chick I did anal with.
Chicken Bow Wow?
She was pretty hot too for a MILF.
She was pretty hot. I heard that little slip there.
I said she! Twice!
You said she was a little hot right there.
Not gay like you,
Roll back the tapes. He was a little bit hot.
Wow.
Guilty.
Damn, dude, I'm gay now.
I'm gonna make that a thing, because that was the greatest thing he did last episode, or next episode, when we have our guest in the future.
Yeah.
We must not speak his name. Hey, that means I originally had the idea, since this is the past.
What original idea?
Roll back the tapes.
Oh, no. We're releasing an episode with a very special guest soon, so keep an eye out for that.
He's very special.
Yeah, he's very special.
More special than Josh.
I know, it's amazing. We found one.
We were able to find one. All we had.
What were you going to say, though?
That I said, because that hasn't happened yet, I get to claim the bit.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the other bit.
Well, I'll fill you in on it next episode. But we won't talk about it, because we will just do it next episode, because it's in the future.
Try to turn this shit off.
I don't think it turns off.
No, it does. There it goes.
I don't think so.
Nope, nothing turns off.
I do not believe. Svenja. I like this little visual gag we got going on here.
I know, it's a good visual gag on this audio
but
podcast.
Seriously, put your pants back on.
First.
I will make Buddy bite it.
He already does that for me.
Oh god. Oh god.
Dude, I had someone over the other day that like I don't normally hang out with, and I made a joke about fucking Buddy, and they were like, "Oh my god. What the fuck?" And I was like, "It's a joke." And they were like, "Okay." And I was like, I forgot that everyone else is okay with me just joking about fucking Buddy.
No one's okay with it. That is a normal person's reaction to that joke. We just hide it because we're like, it's Josh. He might be telling the truth, but I think he isn't. They're just like, I have no idea. Because he looks like a guy that might actually fuck his dog.
Why would I fuck my dog? Why'd you ever fuck a dog?
Where else do you get it from? I mean you specifically.
Where else would I get what from?
Dog pussy.
Oh. Bitches. And hoes.
Bitches. Boom. Female.
I'm on fire tonight.
Dogs. I see what you did there. We should get Buddy-O, a lady
Buddy-O?
dog prostitute.
Nah, he got his nuts chopped off.
So?
He's got a big old dong though.
Just pay for one night. See if he likes it.
Hey, for one night.
Put a little buddy boy condom on it.
Ew.
And let him go to town.
We should get condoms with our logo on it. Buddy boy condom.
Just with your face on the tip.
Me smiling with a thumbs up.
And that is how you will never have sex again if you're worried.
Yeah, that's how you stay a virgin. And they should make it to where like if it's flat, you know how like before you put it on it's like kind of flat.
Yeah.
If you're looking at it, it looks like my face, and then as you stretch it out, it's just like my body.
Oh God. Yep, that would be virgin qualifying.
That'd be so funny.
You whip that out, guaranteed no sex.
Guaranteed pussy.
Yes.
Woo!
But only dog pussy.
Your favorite dog pussy. Just pay for a dog prostitute. A dog-stitute.
I'm getting Buddy a dog-stitute. That way I won't feel bad when I put him down.
Oh.
I'll be like, he lived a full life.
I mean, he did.
And then I'll step on him. I mean shoot him. That's more human.
OD him on heroin. I want him to go out in bliss.
Okay. Then can I shoot him?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Once he's dead.
Well, the shooting will definitely confirm that. I'd be like, look, he got heroin.
Oh my God.
And you're just like, what?
That's so violent.
You said give him heroin, then shoot him.
You hate it. Why do you hate animals so much?
I don't hate animals at all.
Yeah, you do, apparently.
I love animals. Animals are my I like animals.
Why do you hate dogs so much?
Because they're terrible. They're the plight
You're
of the
terrible.
earth. I would squish a dog and then sweep it out.
You are the worst kind of person.
That way the cockroach wouldn't have to be scared by it.
You are the kind of person that no chick's mother wants them to marry.
Why? Because
you hate dogs.
Cats are cute and you go, bro.
Yeah, but anyone who hates dogs is just a piece of shit. So
no, anyone who hates cats is a piece of shit.
I don't hate cats.
Die in an evil fire of
In fact,
death.
I love cats. In fact, I want to get a cat, but I can't because I have Buddy.
Well, just get a cat that's bigger and eats Buddy.
No.
Look, it's the circle of life.
The circle of life.
Da, 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 da. I don't actually remember how the song goes. But
I don't
It's
either.
the circle of life. Like Buddy feeds your cat. And
I
your
mean,
cat
you never
is
know,
the superior
dude.
Animal.
You never know, man. Sometimes life finds a way.
You forgot.
Sometimes life finds a way.
You don't say sometimes. I just think you just say life.
You can suck my nuts, all right?
Finds a way.
That's the wrong movie.
Oh no, it's the one that's God damn it, you blew it up. You blew it all to hell.
Shooter!
That's my favorite Pirates of the Caribbean quote.
Hell yeah, dude. It's from
it's when Keira
it's
Knightley
when Obi-Wan Kenobi is captured by Davy Jones's locker.
and Keira Knightley is battling Vader.
Oh yeah,
On the
her
tractor
son.
beam. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. Great. That is a classic scene. Honestly,
Classic riff.
top 10 cinematic scenes
Cinematic.
of all times.
You were close. You almost had it.
I said what I meant. I didn't say cinematic, did I?
No,
What did
you
I say?
said a non-word.
What'd I say?
I don't even know. It's like cinematic.
No,
Cinematic.
I think you just can't hear.
I think you're actually retarded.
I think you have retarded ears.
So what did you say then?
I said cinematic.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did. I
No,
said
you
top
did.
10 cinematic
No, you
scenes
didn't.
of all time.
Roll back the tapes. Top 10 cinematic.
Top 10s cinematic.
There you go. Now you fixed it.
No, I didn't fix it.
No,
I
you
can't
didn't.
fix tapes.
I just edited that back in, dude.
What?
I edited it in.
You edited the correct thing
Yeah.
on top of the corrector thing?
On top of the wrong thing.
No, there was no
Yeah,
wrongness.
it was.
You at home roll back the tapes and prove me right, and then text 545454 a picture of your penis.
And also text 69 420 69 4 of your butthole.
Mine was funnier.
Blaze it.
Bum, 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 bum.
We should get a slide whistle for
I
this
don't know why
show.
we don't have a soundboard already.
I'm lazy. That's why. Dude, I watched this like 35-minute video about Super Mario Bros. Level 4-2.
42069 blaze it.
It's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know, man. I was just stoned and
You just get it in there.
yeah, just to get it in there.
You just get it in there.
Just get one in there.
Just put one in there.
It was about Mario speedrunners, which apparently is like this huge community of
Do you
people.
have not watched Mario speedruns?
No.
Have you seen the 64 one? Oh, wait, which one did you watch?
Super Mario Bros. The original.
Okay. Dude, they got it down to like, what is it, like 2 minutes or something?
4 minutes or 5 minutes.
Which one's the one that said 2 minutes?
That's Super Mario World. That's the 64 one
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you can skip like most of the
You
game.
can jump through the wall and
Yeah.
do bullshit like that.
Yeah, you can glitch through most of it. Which you can also do in Super Mario Bros. I don't know, dude. The video was really interesting. Like, they were trying to find the fastest way through this level, and like they figured out a way where you can. It's the one where you go down the pipe and you can skip to world 6, 7, or 8.
Yeah.
And so they figured out a way that, or you go up the vines to go to the pipe to skip the level, but there's another pipe a little bit of just a few frames away from that one. So they figured out a way to force the game to load the skip one. But Mario is a certain number of pixels ahead of the game. So he's actually farther on screen than he looks. So they figured it out to where they could like break it. So they force it to load the correct one, and they go farther in the pixels so that they can jump down the closer pipe instead of having to jump up and go to a cutscene while they climb up a fucking...
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's fucking insane.
They did one where they had Mario 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can't remember which one it was. They had a computer program playing it.
Yeah, dude.
And the same commands were being sent through all 4 Game Boys, and all 4 were beat using the same commands. So, right A.
Yeah.
But it was like, there was a lot of times where it's just like on Mario World 2, Mario's just running into a wall for a while until he jumps high enough, and then sometimes they'd have to run backwards and get running start just randomly. So
Yeah.
you'd be like going through a normal level and you just see Mario run backwards and then jump for no reason. But on the other screen, he was doing that to get over something.
Yeah.
And then, so like no deaths are the commands they programmed beat the games.
That's been a thing since the first Super Mario Bros. It's called like something assisted playthrough, and that's how speedrunners figure out all the exploitable stuff in those games. They have the computer do all of the work, and then they say, okay, what is humanly possible? Like, it's humanly impossible to press certain things.
There's some cool glitches on Zelda speedruns.
Yeah, dude.
Where like you fight Ganon as a little kid, or Ganondorf,
Yeah.
and you use the Deku stick, because the Deku stick does like this infinity attack.
Yeah,
where it's just like basically a lightsaber, but it's a Deku stick.
You
can
just
hold it up and kill him in one hit.
In Wind Waker, you can glitch the game to where you stay in Old Hyrule. You remember you kind of go to Old Hyrule and you go like underground. You can glitch the game to where you stay in Old Hyrule, and then you can glitch it again to go past it and like explore the rest of the world.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's hard to do, but
there's also on Ocarina of Time, there's like one where you're going through the forest listening to Saria's song. Like you have to look at a corner and run backwards and then hop through a wall, and then you fall and then you like land in like Jabu's belly or some shit.
Like 2 dungeons ahead.
Yeah. And it's just like this ridiculous stuff. And then there's always like you have to like dump the fish out, scoop it back up, dump it out, scoop it back up.
Yeah.
And then do like backflips while throwing bombs. And it's just weird shit like that all the time. And it makes it's like, who figured this out? I mean,
it's a computer, you know. They run it through a program.
I know, but who was just like
dude, it's a whole thing.
Because you wouldn't even think about it until like someone accidentally did it.
I mean, it's a whole thing, dude. Like, there's a big speedrun community. Like, it's like this video I watched. Like, a lot of these people like have gathered together and like do events and stuff. Yeah, it's really interesting.
I was over at my friend's place and we were watching a tournament where it was basically like a bunch of people were just getting in, speed running, and then like when they finished the game, the next person went up, and they were doing it for charity and shit like that.
Yeah,
it was like this really hot German girl, and then it was like some dude that was like playing this card game I never heard of, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah, dude. My friend, this really badass jazz bassist that I used to play in a jazz band with, is like a speedrunner, and he does the Metal Gear games.
And they always do it in Japanese because the text goes by quicker.
Yeah. He's like one of the I think he might hold the world record for one of the Metal Gear games. And then he also plays like ranked Tekken and is like super good at that shit. I was never good at Ash, but I was never good at Tekken. I want to play Injustice though.
There were some weird ones I wanted to speedrun because like I saw the Mass Effect speedrun.
Of course.
And that shit is fucking hilarious because it's like on the first map you basically have to play it like normal. You just skip all the dialogue stuff. And you run past everything, and then you get to this one part where you have to disarm the bombs. It's like, okay, so what you do is you crouch and you hide under here, then you save the game, then you close it, and then you reopen the load, and then while you're doing it, you turn the power off and turn it back on again. It's like some really dumb hack
dude.
like that, and then it's just like, and then you get teleported into the ship, and like weird shit like that all the time, and I'm like, this is so weird. I'm interested.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, I like the speedrunning of the older games because it feels like they're doing cooler exploits. Like in Super Mario Bros, you can run through a bunch of the blocks. Like, that's how they did that level, is like the level is super short, so like right at the beginning they can glitch through the blocks, and that gives them a few extra frames. And then they do this, they exploit where if you jump and you turn your back to something and slide down it, the game can't keep up with the slide and you being facing the wrong way, and still keep you moving the correct direction, so you can gain, so it just drops pixels, so then you gain 10 more pixels. You do that again right at the last jump, that's 10 more pixels, then you have the perfect number of pixels to do and you're just like, what the fuck?
I saw a Mario Kart one that was hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
Because Mario Kart, you're like, well, that's a game that everyone speedruns, right? And this one map, you like, at the very beginning, you just drove forward and you stopped, and then like, or you drove to the first item thing, which was right at the beginning, and if you didn't get it right away, it didn't matter, because like, you would get like the triple green shot. I don't remember how it was done, but you had to like basically you had to run into an enemy and it would bump you up in the air, but if you did it at the right angle, it would knock you on the other side of the map and you could just cross the finish line again. And it was so stupid. It was like, so like you do that 3 times and you could beat the map in like 12 seconds.
Jesus. I'm trying to think of some other ones.
It's like it did like 3 laps.
I mean, Smash Bros players, like some of the really crazy good ones,
where they're fighting under the map.
Yeah, and those guys count frames. Those guys are like, they like hit up, they're counting inputs and frames. They're not playing it. It's crazy, dude. Those guys aren't playing a game at that point. They're doing equations. They're like, okay, input, frame 1 2 3, input, frame. It's not a game anymore. You're just fucking, I don't know, counting frames and counting inputs. And
you know, the funny part was I had a friend who did that, and you know what broke him every time? Because he would kick all of our asses continuously, and he played comp. And then I found the strategy that broke him. Link. Regular old Link, the shitty slow one. and basically all I did was retreat, shoot arrow, retreat, shoot arrow, retreat, shoot arrow.
Because you're a cunt.
And then like he would run up to me and try to get like a strong hit on me, and then I would just put Link's natural shield up and just be like tink. and I would grab him and then throw him back, shoot a bunch of arrows, and then just basically wait till he got really pissed off and called me out for cheesing. He'd run up to me and then I'd just knock him off the map because it worked every time, because he was just like, you should quit doing that, that's so fucking shitty, it's a terrible strategy, you're an asshole. And then I'd be like, poof, he'd die. I'd be like, what the fuck, I've never been
Everyone's
beaten.
like, yeah,
I've never been beaten.
Get him.
Link is the shittiest character in the game. How dare you play Link and think that you can compete against me? Poof, dead again. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm just like, dude, Link is a ranger. I'm not gonna fight you close quarters, Mr. Captain Falcon. Like, that's lose 101. Like,
no, you were just being a dick.
No,
you were just cheesing. That's all
that's
is.
not a cheese. His class is ranger.
He doesn't have a class.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Think about him. He uses a short shield and he uses a light shield and a short sword and a bow and arrow, and he wears all green, and he navigates the woods around himself with his little elf, his fey companion. He is a ranger.
Jesus Christ. They really did just rip D&D off.
No, they didn't rip D&D off. That was a class. That's like Aragorn was a ranger too. He was just a dual wielding sword class that switched to single-handed or to a two-handed weapon. But he did the same thing. He used the Fae elves to help people. He could track really well. He used a bow and arrow. Legolas was like a sword-based ranger. Because they
no, he wasn't.
In D&D they have sword-based rangers.
He was all bow and arrow.
No, Legolas was a bow and arrow. I meant Aragorn was a... And
sword
if anything, I would say he maybe cross-classed with a fighter. I'd say he's a ranger who cross-classed with a fighter. But he definitely had ranger spells, because he could heal people with herbs.
With the herbs, yeah.
Yeah. Legolas was undeniably a ranger, but he also had dual-wielding swords, just like rangers can do. They can dual-wield the swords, the short swords.
Legolas is the fucking king.
And so is Aragorn, and so they're both rangers. Like these classes existed before.
D&D was out before Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, for sure, but not the books.
Yeah, not the books, but definitely before the movies.
But like, I guarantee you, D&D was inspired by Lord of the Rings.
I'm sure it was,
because Tolkien's work has inspired all fantasy writing.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like Gimli is, what is he? He's a
dwarf.
Duh. But I mean, like, what classes? I think he's a fighter because he uses just an axe.
Yeah, he would just be like a fighter or a barbarian.
No, he can't be a barbarian because he wears too much armor. So I was thinking he's either a paladin, because he does have that, that holy weapon, basically the axe of his people.
Right.
So he might be a paladin. He might also be a fighter.
I think he's just a fighter.
Boromir is a paladin, shield and sword, protector.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. Knight.
Until he failed.
Knights are basically paladins.
Until he failed his duties, and then did not fail his duties.
Well, paladins
gave his life.
Paladins can still do wrong. They're not like holy warriors. Well, they are holy warriors.
Damn, dude.
But they're not perfect. Who else? Eladriel is a sorcerer.
Yeah.
All the elves are magic class, basically.
Yeah.
Like hardcore. Gandalf is obviously a wizard.
No, dude, Gandalf's a fucking barbarian, bro.
Gandalf the Grey was a level 19 wizard, and Gandalf the White was a level 20 wizard, because to get enough EXP he had to kill a Balrog in death.
He had to.
He was like, I need 2 million EXP. I guess I'll fight a Balrog by myself.
Yeah, he was like, you know what? I'm tired of trying to farm all these little creatures. I'm just gonna skip straight to the boss.
I get 30 XP per orc, but I can also get 1 million EXP if I just take the Balrog myself. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm skipping straight to the next boss, dude. Fuck that.
He's like, guys, run. I need the points. And we're like, dude, you're level 20. I'm like, Frodo's like, I'm a level 4 rogue. Like, come on,
yeah,
bro.
we need you. And he's like, sorry.
All the hobbits are rogues of some sort. Like short dex hiding capabilities.
Yeah, little bitty rogue guys.
They're hella rogues.
What would
Who are we missing?
Orcs and stuff would just be barbarian.
Yeah, they literally are barbarian, and they actually literally fought barbarians.
Yeah,
the men of the
they did have barbarians in there.
And they also fought some just evil like troopers, which I guess would be fighters.
Yeah, and then
the guys on the elephants.
What about the Riders of Rohan? What would they be?
They were probably druids, or not druids.
No.
No,
they couldn't transform or anything.
No, they
like
did
that.
actually have druid in the game. It was in the book. It was Tom Bombadil, but he was in the movies.
Yeah.
He was a druid, straight up though.
Yeah.
What I meant to, because Rangers usually have animal companions, and they use dex weapons, and a lot of them did archery.
I feel like they might be cross class with fighter.
No, for sure.
Ranger fighter. I think.
I think the whole nation as a total was a ranger class, whereas Gondor was more of a paladin class, more knightly armor.
And they ended up, there were a bunch of them in there that were multi-class.
Yeah, obviously, like like the orcs had.
Well, dude, the fucking in the Hobbit movies, the little elf tree guy, the tree elf guy that I'm talking, the wizard.
Yeah.
That's just a straight up druid.
Yeah.
He's a straight up druid.
Yeah.
It's blatant.
Sauron is a necromancer, which is a class of wizard.
Yep. Yeah, he's a necromancer, dude.
You could also say he's a warlock.
I would say
he's a warlock that took, because warlocks, sorcerers, and wizards all get the same spell list. Warlocks get the damage dealing ones though.
Yeah.
So I'm saying he might be both.
Maybe cross class.
Because they said he is an evil wizard. So
well, you know who's
maybe
definitely
he did his epic tier and wizard and then went warlock or something.
What would you say Saruman is?
Saruman.
You're talking about Saruman.
No, I was talking about Sauron.
Sauron?
Because when he was a body, he was a necromancer. He was trying to bring his body back later in the movie. But before then, he had the shield and the mace.
Yeah, so he might
classic warlock.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think he was a warlock for a while.
Yeah, that's what I said. He did his early levels as a warlock and then cross class to wizard.
Yeah.
Whereas Saruman was just always
just straight wizard.
He was a wizard like Gandalf. He just leveled up quicker.
Yeah. What about the trees? What would they be?
They were druids.
They were druids. Hell yeah.
Undeniably druids.
Hell yeah.
They literally are druids. Except, I guess, the thing is, druids in Lord of the Rings can't switch to animals or turn into animals.
Yeah. Well, some of them can. The dude in The Hobbit can.
Yeah. Now, they had a wizard with druid spells, which I think was Tolkien's version of a druid.
Yeah.
They called him like a wizard. Like Radagast the Brown was basically a druid, but he was a
That's what I'm talking about. He's in The Hobbit. Radagast?
Oh, yeah. Radagast, yeah. So he was technically...
I just couldn't remember his name.
In the book, he was a wizard, but his spells...
He's definitely druid.
Yeah, his spells were all druid spells.
We should do a Lord of the Rings campaign.
Tom Bombadil was the druid for sure.
Dude, for our winter, our spring semester, we should do a Lord of the Rings campaign.
Just like straight up.
Just straight up do Lord of the Rings.
What was it, Smeagol?
We should basically just do a campaign in the Lord of the Rings universe.
I think it would be hilarious to get 9 people, create a fellowship, here's the thing though, have two dungeon masters.
So you would call it a fellowship of
the Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings.
So you would have 2 GMs, because this is what happens. Everyone works together at the beginning, but a large party of 9 people are going to split up at some point. So one GM just does the split up, and when the other GM does the other quest, and then at the end you meet up at the end when everything's saved, or if you do it right, or you can hear news back and forth from each other using other means. Like if you talk to Faramir and Faramir finds the rest of the party, and tells them things. Like if you do shit like that, you can hear from the other party and know what you need to do, or just guess and hope for the best,
and just meet up here and there.
Yeah, and if you ever meet up, you do, and if you don't, you don't. And then you can also have people walk from back and forth from groups, because it's like, I'm tired of following Frodo around, I need to go back to Gondor. And then you just leave the group and you're like, okay, and then he just goes to the other group, and then
that'd be so much fun.
At the end you come back and you compare all the notes and see how similar to the real campaign, to the real game it was,
To the real
or the
game.
real movie,
The real book.
the real book.
I think we should do a Lord of the Rings campaign next semester. I think it would be cool if we did like something similar to that.
I would want to GM the fuck out of that, but I know Rob won't let me.
Ethan's a big Lord of the Ring fan. We'll be good.
No, because Rob will want to do it.
Oh yeah. And
Rob's
Ethan,
like, I really want to GM the next, or DM the next Dungeons and Dragons.
I
and
might
I'm
bring it
like-
up in the Discord.
Huh?
I might bring it up in our Discord.
But I would so want to do that. You don't understand how much I jizz to Lord of the Rings all the time.
I was
Dude,
thinking
like when you're like Aragorn's a ranger. I'm like, let me tell you every class of every character in the movie.
dude.
And I call it a game because you know what? I think of it as a Dungeons and Dragons game.
It really is like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Because guess what? The two hobbits, like, they were like, fuck this group, we're going off on our own.
Yeah, dude.
And let's go, like, you know, like, we need to do the main quest.
They snuck in. Yeah, they were like, we need to do the main quest.
Like,
they
the
snuck
DM wants us to
around.
do the main quest, and then the other guys are like, fuck it, let's go get beers and fight orcs.
Yeah, they did all the other side quests. Yeah, dude.
The Eagles were druids, too.
The Eagles.
You know, the funny part was, they said, why didn't they fly to Mordor? They were going to. What did Gandalf say when he fell off the bridge in the book?
Fly, you fools.
Yeah. Did he say walk to Mordor?
No, they were supposed to
Did he
fly
say
to Mordor.
run?
But
But he couldn't tell them because if he said them, then Sauron would know his plans. So, like, if he outright said it, then Sauron would just be like, well, let's turn the Dragon Guard on defense. But if they just grabbed the eagles and threw it in, he would never seen it coming.
yeah, but
But then he had to go and fight the Balrog on himself because he's greedy and needs all that experience points.
yeah, apparently
Yeah, I don't think Aragorn got, like, any from that. Like, maybe, like, 13
a lot of it
for, like, one
was
bolt that got burnt up.
a lot of it was that and then of course soon after Boromir, the whole thing with Boromir happened,
Yeah.
and then they split up and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? Aragorn's elf bitch. What was her name again?
Eowyn?
Eowyn?
Yeah.
Bard. She healed people by singing, and she cast her spells by singing.
Fuck, she's a bard.
Yeah. We think, you have a bad stigma for bards because of the way Shay and Rob play them. But bards are actually...
And the way you play him,
I haven't done anything.
you're
bad.
an annoying cunt.
How am I an annoying cunt?
Mr. Let's go to the city. We're going to the big city.
My God. Well, how else am I going to make money? Playing in orc camps where they give me 15 silver? If I was in a city, I would have made gold.
Then maybe you should leave this group.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, we don't want you here.
What are you guys going to do? Not earn any money?
Correct.
That's dumb.
We're going to go kill things.
That's retarded. Look,
I don't play D&D to make a bunch of money. I play D&D to fucking murder some shit. I can't murder people in real life, so I have to do it in D&D.
you need to watch Berserker so you learn how to be a fucking barbarian.
I'm playing my barbarian just fine.
Are you though?
Yes.
Barbarians aren't retarded.
Mine's not retarded.
They're not. They might be dumb or quick, like to fight, but they're not like just flat out just like.
Look, dude, I'm retarded. You're just pissy because I killed that guy you didn't want me to.
Anyway, moral of the story is Lord of the Rings would be awesome.
Moral of the story, Tyler's a piss baby.
And you know what? If we play Lord of the Rings campaign, I'll be Sauron.
I call Saruman.
Okay.
No, if we play Lord of the Rings, I call wizard character.
No.
I call wizard character.
No.
I already called it.
No. Because the
Too
wizards are so OP. They're literally the gods of the universe.
That's unfortunate.
So the only person who could be
you. Or whoever's DMing. Me and
whoever the DM is.
And me.
No.
No, yeah.
No, you get to be Pippin.
No, I get to be
the best hobbit. It's a hard stance. Pippin was the best hobbit. Full of a took. You're a full of a took. He smoked too much. You smoke too much.
Are you high right now? Do you feel this shit?
How much long bottom leaf did you have today?
No, man.
You smoke too much, Pippin.
Shut up, dude.
But this is the rest of your long bottom.
I can't do a Hobbit voice. I'm bad at voices.
You have to talk like this.
I have to talk like this.
But this is the rest of your long bottom. I know.
I don't care.
You smoke too much, Pippin.
I like drugs.
You should do a character that's a small one, so you have a low voice or like a higher voice, because you do that better than your exhausting Batman voice.
It just scrapes my throat up.
You just need to speak deep instead.
I don't want to do that.
It's way easier. That's how I do all my Dragonborn. And occasionally I'll add a little heat.
That's so cool, dude.
Right.
God damn it, dude. I mean, we are.
You're so fucking.
I think we're done here.
It hurts. We're just talking in circles.
Yeah. I don't.